In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 15 Amazon KDP ads mistakes that are blocking your book campaigns from reaching their true potential. Over the last 5 years, we have helped more than 1,000 publishers and authors turn the campaigns around, and almost every single one came to us with at least one of these mistakes. And I'm making this video so you can skip the learning curve and avoid wasting budget on the same traps we're already fallen into. Hey, stay tuned until the end of the video, because at the very end, I'm going to give you the reverse of these 15 mistakes, and I will show you exactly what you have to do instead, giving you clear directions of what you have to do that work. Yes, I know, I'm not a native English speaker, I'm Italian, and my English is not perfect. But in my entire life, I have launched and managed more Amazon ads campaigns than the number of pasta dishes I have eaten, okay? And today we can achieve predictable results like this, like this, like this, like this, and like this. So let's dive into mistake number one. Launching campaigns with few keywords and few ACOS. Inside your campaigns, do you have only 30, 40 or 50 keywords? Well, this is a problem because you are limiting the visibility of your books into these keywords. And maybe these keywords, most probably, these keywords are the most competitive ones, where the competition is higher, the bids are costing you more, and because of that, you are limiting the true potential of your Amazon ads. Second mistake, launching campaigns with high bids. If you're launching your campaigns with 80 cents, $1 or more, this is very dangerous because you don't have margins to be profitable. And in this situation, the only one is making money is Amazon, not you. So remember, stay tuned until the end of the video, because I will tell you exactly with which bids you have to launch your campaigns. Third mistake, launch campaigns with the up and down bid setting. With this setting, practically you are giving to Amazon the control of your spending. And if you are giving to Amazon the control of your spending, the only interests Amazon will have will be its own, not yours. Fourth mistake, you are using only one or two match types. Maybe you are using only the broad match type, or maybe you are using only the exact match type, or maybe you are using broad and exact match types only. This is another way to have your Amazon ads campaigns don't express their true potential. Mistake number 5. You are launching only one or two types of campaigns. So for example, you are launching only keyword campaigns or automatic campaigns or only product campaigns. Well, in this way too, you are limiting the power that Amazon ads can achieve. Mistake number 6. Launching campaigns only in the US market. Okay, this is very, very common, okay? Practically everyone is launching campaign in the US market. That is the most competitive market on earth. And okay, maybe you don't have a lot of budget and you won't preserve it for the most important one. But because of that, because you don't have a lot of budget, are you sure you are investing each dollar you have in the most strategic way? We'll talk about it at the end of the video. Mistake number 7, optimizing once a week. Here we have two problems, okay? The first one is that we are not cutting useless expenses that are wasting our budget for no reason, okay? And the second problem is that we are not giving fuel to profitable keywords, allowing them to generate even more sales. Mistake number 8, using ACOS or sales as the only key performance indicator. When you go inside your Amazon ads dashboard, the only thing you look at is the ACOS or the sales, and you are so emotionally involved when you see that your ACOS is above 50%, 70%, 100%, and you can't understand why. Well, before you have to look at the ACOS, you must look at two others very important KPI, okay? You have to understand if they are good enough before you have to look at the ACOS, especially in the beginning, okay? In the first weeks, you have launched your campaigns. We'll talk about that later at the end of the video. Mistake number 9. Optimizing all the campaigns with the same ACOS reference. If you are doing so, this is a problem because different books have different prices and different royalties. So, for example, you can't optimize a book with $10 royalties in the same way with a book of $3 or $4 royalty, because the first one, for example, if you have 30% of ACOS with the $10 royalty, it can be good. Okay, but if you have $3 or $4 or $5 of royalty and you have 30% ACOS, it means you are losing money. Mistake number 10. Thinking that Amazon ads are responsible for generating sales. If my Amazon ads don't perform, it's Amazon ads' fault. And for this reason, you are turning them off, you are relaunching them, you are looking for the new secret strategy to relaunch them. But let me tell you one thing. Amazon ads are responsible only to generate impressions, okay? And guess who gets the clicks and sales? We will discover it at the end of the video. Mistake number 11. Winning with Amazon ads is possible only by bidding higher than your competitors. So if you are thinking that to be on the first page, on the first position on your niche is only a matter of bidding, this is very, very dangerous, okay? Because if you compete with your competitors to see who pays the most for clicks, the only one to earn will be Amazon, not you. Mistake number 12. Launching campaigns with suggested bids. So, okay, let's say the truth. Suggested bids exist only to make Amazon money, okay? This is one of the worst mistakes you can do. You always have to avoid launching campaigns with suggested bids because you need the right margins to be able to make a profit, okay? When Amazon ads are not profitable, turn them off and do nothing else. Why is this a problem? Well, because if there is market in your niche, it means you can sell too, okay? You just have to be able to understand where is the problem, to understand where the traffic you are generating stops, okay? And when you have understood it, you can fix the problem and relaunch the campaigns. So if you have a lot of books for which you are not running campaigns in your bookshelf, it means you are losing a lot of potential money. Mistake number 14. Start optimizing after 2 weeks. So you have launched your campaigns, you close your laptop, and you go on vacation for 2 weeks. Huge mistake. Because the first few weeks of launching campaigns are the most important for the algorithm. Because Amazon, in this period, understands whether your book is worth pushing because it brings them money or not. Okay, guys, we are at the last mistake. Mistake number 15. The lowest ACOS is the bottom line. If all the optimizations you make are based on lowering your ACOS, okay, maybe you will have a higher ROI, but there is another more important metric you need to analyze first. It's crucial to scale your business and that makes you happier at the end of the month. So guys, this was the last mistake. So now let's reverse each one and see what you have to do instead that work. Okay, so the reverse of the first one is launching campaigns with all relevant keywords and ASIN. This is what you have to do if you want to reach the maximum potential of your Amazon ads. Sometimes it depends by the niche you have published, but sometimes they are 200, sometimes they are 400, 500, and sometimes they are also 1000. Okay, how to choose them? Here inside our KAD strategy, okay, you can find everything. For example, there are the macro niche keywords, the sub-niche keywords, the target, goal and problem keywords, the sign-on in keywords, the authority or competitor titles, and the authority pen names keywords. Everyone's are sorted by importance, okay? So you can find it below the video, you can download it completely for free. The reverse of the second mistake is to launching campaigns with low bids. This allows us to have enough margins to be profitable, okay? And in our KAD strategy, you can find every market, the initial bidding strategy for every market. For example, for the United States, you have to launch your campaigns with a bid of 40 cents. 40 cents for the keywords with match type broad, 40 cents for the ASIN, 30 cents for the categories, and 40 cents for the automatic campaigns. The reverse of mistake number 3 is to launching campaigns with fixed bids, or if you want, with down only. This allows us to keep the control of our ad spending. The reverse of mistake number 4 is using all match types. So the broad match type, the phrase, and the exact. Why? Because they have a different auction system between them and therefore a different competition. So for example, the same keyword can be profitable with the phrase match type, but not profitable with the broad match type. So you have to test them all to discover which one performs better for your books. Number 5, make sure to use all types of ads. For example, as we explain in our KAD strategy, you need to launch the initial strategy is to launch 4 campaigns, okay? At the very beginning, the keyword campaign, the keyword targeting ad with inside all the keywords with broad match type. The second campaign, the product targeting ad with inside ASIN and categories. And the third campaign, the super ad with inside phrase and exact keywords. And after 2 weeks or maybe more, the automatic campaigns. When you have launched all the 4 campaigns, if your book is very profitable and your campaigns are running very well, are performing well, you can also launch the video ads campaigns. The reverse of mistake number 6 is to launching ads in all markets. Okay, the US market is the market with the highest volumes. Okay, the others are smaller, but they have less competition. The bids are cheaper. So especially if you have a small budget, make sure to launch ads in markets like Canada, Australia, United Kingdom, because you can have a higher return on your ad spend. And if you have a larger budget, there is no reason not to launch them. The reverse of mistake number 7 is to optimizing every 3 or 4 days, because you have to make sure you turn off what is not performing and fuel what's performing. So for example, if you have a keyword with 20 clicks and 0 sales, you have to turn it off. If you have a keyword with 7% of ACOS, you have to increase its bid of 2 or 5 cents. The reverse of mistake number 8 is to use impressions, clicks, or CTR and ACOS as KPIs, as key performance indicator. Okay, is useless to look at the ACOS when we don't have impressions and we don't have clicks. So if we don't have impressions, we won't have clicks. If we don't have clicks, we won't have sales. So make sure to generate at least 2,000 of impression per day and to have a CTR of 0.3%, at least 0.3%, okay? And then look at your ACOS. But it is useless to look at the ACOS if you're not looking to the impressions and the CTR first. Okay, so the reverse of mistake number 9 is to optimizing ads based on their break-even ACOS. The break-even ACOS is calculated by royalty divided by book price and multiplied for 100. So for example, if your break-even ACOS is 45%, you know that under 45% of ACOS, you are in profit. If your break-even ACOS is 25% and you have a campaign with 30% of ACOS, it means you are losing money with this campaign. Do you remember mistake number 10? Ads are responsible to generate sales? No. Ads are responsible only to generate impressions. The book is responsible to generate clicks and sales. Clicks and sales is a human behavior, okay? It's not a matter of ads. The ads are responsible only to generate impressions. So to generate clicks and sales, you have to produce a good product. You have to generate a good book. The reverse of mistake number 11. Winning with Amazon ads is a combination of 3 factors. I order them by importance, from the most important one to the less importance, and the most important ones is the book and the niche in which it's published. The second one is the ad strategy you adopt, and the last one is the bids. So the bids are not so important. You have to give to Amazon the lowest bid possible, the lowest amount possible to generate impressions, clicks, and sales. Okay, we don't want to overpay bids or clicks. We don't want to overbidding. We need to give to Amazon only the necessary. The reverse of the mistake number 12, where you can use our initial bidding strategy we use for every campaigns we launch, okay? You can find it inside our K ad strategy that is completely free, and you can find it below the video. The reverse of mistake number 13. If your Amazon ads are not profitable, you have to understand where is the problem, where the traffic stops, and fix the problem. So, for example, as you remember, here, let me take another color. Before to look at sales and ACOS, we have to look at impression. We have to generate at least 2,000 impressions per day. We are generating at least 2,000 per day. If not, there is something wrong with your ad strategy. If yes, okay, we can check it and move on. We have at least 0.3% of CTR. If not, it means people are not clicking on your ads. It means that most probably your cover is not good enough. It's not enough attractive to your target audience. Okay, so you have to improve your cover, your book cover. And then relaunch the campaigns when you have improved your cover. When you reach 0.3% of CTR, okay, you can check it and move on to analyze the ACOS. Your ACOS is more or less than your break-even ACOS, because if it's above your break-even ACOS and This is good. This is good. It means there is something wrong with your product page. People are clicking on your campaign, but they are not buying. So it means there is something wrong on your product page. It can be the description, it can be the description formatting, or it can be the social proof. So check these components of your book, fix the problems, and relaunch your campaigns. The reverse of problem 14, you have to start optimizing your campaign after 4 or 5 days, because as we said before, the first few weeks are the most important, where Amazon has to understand if your book is worth pushing or not. Reverse of the mistake number 50. The net profit is the bottom line. The net profit is our North Star we have to follow in every optimization, in every strategy we adopt. All of our strategy are focused on generating the maximum amount of profit possible, okay? Because, for example, there are cases in which you can have an ROI of 200% and generate 2,000 in 1 month. Case in which you have ROI 100%, but you are generating $3,000 per month with the same book. Okay, in which case you want to be? I want to be in this case. Okay, this case, it makes sense only if you have a low budget and you don't have the cash flow to cover the growth. Okay, but if you have budget and after few months you are in the business, you must choose. Okay, this case, if you have budget, this case, it makes no sense. Okay, guys, we have reversed every mistake. Okay, so make sure to apply what I explained to you in the second part of the video, because if you apply only one thing in the wrong way, it means that most probably you're losing money. Okay, you are leaving money on the table. And if you want other contents like this, just let me know in the comment section. Also, leave us a like, because I put a lot of effort to do this video and I hope you enjoy it. Guys, that's all for today. Keep publishing and keep pushing. Bye.